Hey besties.
Hey.
Welcome back for another episode of the Hello Bestie podcast. I'm Maggie.
I'm Tashima.
How's it going, teams?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
Your skin has got that Florida glow.
Thank you. You know.
Just like a nun. If any of the audio listeners are wondering. Like, yes, I am wearing long sleeves.
It's okay. It's okay. What's your tea for the week, team?
So my tea is I feel like there's little moments where as a parent you feel like you won. Like you're doing a good job.
Oh,
you just kind of pat yourself on the back.
For sure.
So I was listening to I don't even remember what it was. Something, let's say like Aerosmith or something. Like
okay.
Just like a random song.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my kids came in the room and just was already singing along to the song. And it's not a song that I play regularly. I just happened to be in the mood for this particular genre. And I just kind of looked up and just felt like, you know what, Mom, you're doing a good job. Like when your kids can listen to anything, like from, you know, rock to rap to gospel to this to that, and just listen to music. You know, you just got to give yourself a pat on the back. You're like, you know what? Your kids like Queen. You're doing an amazing job.
You do. Same way I said I felt when my kids were really into Michael Jackson. Thank you. You need this in your life. This is good. Yeah. You know how my dad was. He loved music, and he loved every type of music.
Same.
Good music. That's all. I don't care.
Good music.
I love good music.
Right.
I don't care if they're black, white, like good music. That's it. That's it. That is a win. So my tea, the Bes-Teas may recall that I talked about picking up skating recently. Well, I'm going to spare you guys the full story, but let's just say I moved it from the skating rink to my neighborhood, just trying to keep up with my kids. My kids' training wheels are off. They are getting much better and faster at riding their bikes. And at first it was good exercise for me because I was jogging, but then it was giving like dog chasing after a car for me. Like I'm just jogging after them on their bicycles. So I said, I can do my roller skates. Well, I have sidewalks in my neighborhood. So every few feet, there's a crack and you roll over the crack, and that didn't feel safe. So I decided to roller skate in the road, keep my son on the sidewalk, and I was going like around the block doing really good. And this is great. Yeah, next to my son, he's on the sidewalk, and then I just like almost face planted on the street, skinned up my, what are these called? What is this part of the hand? Yeah, the palm, but like closer to the thumb. So
like your wrist, like close to your wrist area.
Yeah, close. Yeah. So I fell on my knees, got little scabs on my knees, little scabs on my hands.
So you're just like all fours in the middle of the road.
It happened so fast. Like I was gliding and then I was on the ground. But I basically fell, if I replay it, and according to my injuries, I fell clearly on my knees first and then just out front like that and skinned my hands on the thing.
I will say, skin up your chin.
I'm so lucky. Thank goodness nothing happened in my face.
Just from the way it sounds like you just like
I could have totally hit my chin.
Slid into base.
And I did. Yes. Yes. I was not safe.
You were out.
So my son jumps off his bike. He runs over. Oh my God, Mom, look, you're bleeding. And I'm like, it's okay. We fall down, we get back up, like training moment, you know.
You're like limping, like one little tear coming out from your eye. You're like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Be strong.
I am. And I get myself up and he's like, okay. And he's like, follow me. I'm going to watch out. So then he's riding his bike like in the street, which I don't really like, but you know. And he's like, watch out for that rock. Watch out for this. Okay, we're going around the corner. And I felt very geriatric in that moment, but also very proud that he's concerned about me.
Aww.
And then, you know, we get back to the house. He lifts up the garage door. We go inside and he wants to get me a Band-Aid. And he's like, okay, you got to wash your hand. You wash your hand. I'll get the Band-Aid. He gets a little step stool and he gets out the dermoplast. And he's like, I have to disinfect it. It's going to sting a little bit, okay? But you'll be all right. And this is exactly what I say to him, like when he has a little boo-boo. So, yeah.
Good job, Mom. You're doing a good job.
That made me feel like that. Like, I'm doing a good job. He wants to care for me. So, yeah, it was a whole thing.
That's
but
very sweet.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you felt very, like you said, geriatric.
I did. Felt like an old ass lady. And I had my skates on still the entire time. The entire time he's nursing me, I had my skates on. And it took everything because I was like, if he wants to do it, I'm going to go back out there with my scabby, like blood running. I'm going to do it. You want to go back out and finish riding your bike? He's like, no, I'm okay. It's like,
he's like, I've been embarrassed enough for one day.
He's like, I think you've been through enough.
Yeah. You need to rest.
We're okay now.
Aww.
I was like, whew. So yeah.
Fear activated that we're going to be scrolling on social media and you're going to be on somebody's loop.
Like some of my neighbors, like looking out their window. Oh my gosh. But it could have been bad. Like a car could have been cut. Like any number of things could have happened. But it was just me and him out there and nobody saw that I know until I see it on TikTok or something. But yeah. That's my tea for the week.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry that happened.
I'm fine. Healing just fine. I won't be doing that again. I will leave the skates to the skating rink and
yeah, it's hard when you're doing that on gravel or in the road.
It was a tiny little rock.
Feel every little bump.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't feel that one. Because literally, as I'm on the ground, the first thing I did was like, what the hell? And I looked behind me and saw this tiny little...
Stuck in your skate?
Yeah. Jeez. It got stuck between the stopper and like the corner of the skate.
Did your skates get messed up?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
You were like in the air? Or were you like flat?
Flat. Like, literally just flat. Yeah.
Oh. Do you have a thread for us?
I do, yes. This is from Am I the Asshole? The gentleman doesn't give his name. I mean, they never, well.
Yeah, they don't usually. Well, sometimes they do. They get
Sometimes they do, but this guy didn't give his age. I mean, he kind of does in the first sentence. So, would I be the asshole for refusing to stop cooking bacon in my kitchen due to my teenage daughter's new vegan lifestyle? Dad here, old fart, loves his daughter to pieces, but I'm struggling to see eye to eye with my teenager and wife on this one. We've always been a meat-eating family. We live in the rural Midwest, and bacon for breakfast is pretty much a given. This year, my 14-year-old daughter decided to go vegan, and I jumped onto her support team with enthusiasm. We learned how to substitute ingredients, cook new things, try new things. I adjusted our budget to include more expensive vegan substitutes for her, etc. None of this has been a problem for me until recently. She saw me cook bacon in a pan, and then I rinsed it out to load it in the dishwasher. She exploded in anger. Teen years, I'm not too fussed about the anger explosion. I know she doesn't mean it. And said that was her pan for vegan food. I was completely floored and said, kiddo, this here is a family pan, older than you. It's not your pan. She asked me to purchase her a pan that she can solely use for vegan food. I didn't want her to feel weird about food, so I said sure, and ordered her a few colored ones that are only for her. The reason they're colored is so it helps me to remember that I'm not to touch them unless I'm cooking vegan. That wasn't good enough. Now apparently the dishwasher is contaminated with animal product and the fridge has bacon grease fingers on it because I eat bacon and then touch the fridge. And she's asked me and her mom to completely stop eating meat at home. I don't mean I literally touch the fridge with greasy bacon hands because I wash my hands, but it's clearly enough that it upsets my daughter. Frankly, I'm on team hell no. Her mom is much more amenable and strongly wants me to consider taking our daughter up on the request. My wife's reasoning is that both of our parents live close so we can eat meat products at their houses, and that she doesn't want our daughter to feel uncomfortable in the kitchen. My daughter says she is fine with cheese and butter in the fridge, but it's specifically meat products that make her feel sick. Now, I'm sorry for her, but I feel like she just needs to adapt and live side by side because I'm not going to stop eating bacon in my own house. Am I the asshole?
Absolutely not. I feel like you already knew.
I already knew.
No. Excuse me, ma'am. Just because this is your thing of the week doesn't mean that I'm going to turn my life upside down. And the fact that I went, because I was about to say, I wouldn't even go as far to buy you your own pots and pans.
He did a lot.
You're 14. Sure. You absolutely can have your own dishes, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Use your allowance, earn your money, and buy your own stuff. I'm not going to buy this for you. If this is your interest, I fully support. I'll make some meals here and there, but I don't have to change my life because this is your hobby of the week.
The wife is tripping. I got to go to my mama house when I want to eat bacon.
Sneaking off into the basement to nibble on bacon pieces? Are you kidding me? And I'm sure being in the Midwest, like, carbs and protein or like your meal. Just because that's what is available. Like potatoes and bacon. No, I'm not. Are you kidding me?
That's wild. Yeah.
No, the nerve. Like, you're 14. Sit down. Chill out. You're doing too much.
I hate that the wife is on her side, too. That makes it more difficult, like he's tripping. The fact that you had to go to Reddit, because this is just like a no-brainer. Absolutely, you're not the asshole. No. You went above and beyond to make her feel comfortable. Now she's trying to change your diet, too? That's a problem.
Incorporating meals. Like, I could see if he was like, am I the asshole because I don't want to do this at all?
Right.
And you just weren't even willing to be supportive in any way. But the fact that you're making meals, you're purchasing, because it is expensive.
Increase the budget. Yes.
Yeah, like it is a commitment. And then you're also like getting new pots and pans and all of this stuff. You really have done your part.
Yeah, he went above and beyond.
I don't have to change my diet just because this is like an interest. And even if she was a vegan for the rest of her life, I love that for you. That's great for you. But I don't have, like, you know what's going to happen? I foresee in like 15 years, there's going to be an update. It's been 15 years. My daughter's still a vegan, and now she's complaining about how we do Thanksgiving.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And she doesn't want us to serve turkey and all that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sit down. Yeah. Like, you need to understand that the world doesn't have to stop turning just because you want it to. You decide you want to be vegan. Fine, be vegan. But the rest of the world doesn't have to stop doing it just because that's what you want to do. And you need to be okay with that. What everybody at work has, you don't
make demands, and they got to shut it down too. Because again, like, you're already being very understanding and accommodating to her, but now she says, "Oh, I don't want meat in the house," so you're just not supposed to have meat in the house. Like, where are you teaching her that everybody is not going to accommodate your specific requests like that?
She's clearly an only child. You was just eating
bacon last year.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be real. You might have saw some video about them abusing pigs, and now you're all in your feelings, which, hey, I understand and respect that.
Netflix got you all in your feelings.
Chill out.
Yeah, she's clearly an only child, and I can say that as an only child, it's giving you are the center of your parents' universe, because if they had like even one or two more kids, they wouldn't, come on.
Right.
So we got all these, come on.
Yeah.
Geez, macaroni and cheese, or like this weird stuff that doesn't even melt.
She's like, I'm fine with this, but that is stay in a child's place.
Yeah, all your life you've been sucking. I got baby pictures. You're like 6 months old sucking on a piece of bacon. Stop.
Grease dribbling down your mouth. Yeah.
The dishwasher's contaminated. Really?
Someone on Reddit said, buy her own sponge and let her hand wash her vegan dishes if she thinks that the dishwasher is contaminated.
Facts. You know what? Matter of fact, wash it outside.
Then it'll be something else.
The sink is contaminated too.
Like,
so, and don't even use the same toilet, because, I mean, let's be honest.
It's just wild. Yeah, that's just a crazy sense of entitlement.
This is from the R Momit on Reddit.
R what?
Momit.
Mom it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it says. But it's like mom Reddit threads.
Mom it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is / are your never in a million years would I have guessed this would be my life mom moment or moments? TMI. I just had this thought as I realized that every single morning I take my ADHD meds. About 2 hours later, on the dot, I have a bathroom emergency, which is the same moment every single day that my Velcro baby falls asleep for her contact nap. Never in my life would I have guessed that I would be spending every single morning enduring an episode of diarrhea while holding another human being firmly to my chest. Thank heavens for Biddits and portable sound machines. Edit. Wow, this blew up with some of the most entertaining posts I have ever read. You guys are all amazing moms. Just keep smiling through the chaos.
Damn. Every day?
I guess from her meds.
Wow.
So it's just a side effect.
That sucks.
So then there are some comments in here that are really funny. So, getting barfed on and being happy, it was on me instead of the couch, rug, or bed. Facts.
Yes, that is like the first thing that you do. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Woo, okay, it's just on my shirt.
There were so many in here about trying to catch vomit in your hands. Like, there were so many in here. Another mom, seriously, I have held out my hands to catch vomit. 20-year-old me would have been mortified. That thing where you have two toddlers and you sniff their butts to figure out who pooped without removing anybody's clothing, like a dog.
Pick them up and turn them around.
Like, never did I think I would actually be like, and as a mom, that this wasn't my moment, but there have been times where I'm like, wow, this is my life, where I am sniffing another person's armpits to be able to gauge if you actually took like a proper bath, you know, like not just went in the bath and like put some soap on you, but did you actually wash well enough? I gotta smell your armpits.
All of those things. I'm asking you to blow your breath in my face so that I can tell that you brush your teeth. Yes.
I'm like, what? This is my life? Somebody said, they don't tell you this shit in parenting books, but it's so freaking true. And it is true. There's not one parenting book you probably will ever find that tells you that there are moments in your life that you are just going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
Never did I ever think. Somebody said, don't lift them above your head and go, yay, after a bottle. Yeah. Lesson learned. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
With my first. And I didn't lose it myself, but I definitely could not believe that this was my life. And somebody had warned me. They were like, don't do that. It's not going to end up well for you. And I'm like, you're fine. You got all your burps out. And it was like, bleh. And it happened so fast that like I saw it in slow motion and my brain was like, no.
Yeah, because you can't do, you're holding them. So this is going to happen. You just have to brace yourself as best you can.
My body just couldn't stop it from happening. And there were a lot like that.
Or like you're holding them up and they smile, a little like drop a slob, just like right in your mouth. The nastiest shit. I had heard, I have boys, you know, you're changing boys' diapers and point the little woohoo sound because it can, they don't tell you that they could do number 2 while you're actively changing them. Oh. So to like, just changing a diaper and you just see it coming out.
And there's nothing you can do because you got this kid up on this thing. Yes. And you're just like, oh, God.
That's just something you don't see in life unless you have a kid. You don't just see poop coming out of someone.
You don't just grab somebody's ankles and then you're just like, oh, God. Right. Oh, God. Help. Anybody. This is a situation.
Like, I just remember, like, cleaning off and like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's very startling. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get scared. They start crying. And you're like, it's okay. It's okay. You're like, dear God. Yeah. That's basically like, there are just so many that are just really, really funny. That was hilarious.
No, that's funny. I could think of so many things like similar related to that. I don't think I've ever tried to catch it with my hand though. I think I've always just very quickly tried to get it to a tile, like something that I'm not going to have something I have to worry about staining. Yeah. But I don't think it's ever been a reflex to like, unless we're out somewhere. I guess that has happened if I'm out somewhere.
I'd be more inclined not to do it out somewhere than I would in my home because I know that I need to be in a position to clean. And if my hands are full of vomit, now I got to get my hands that are dripping with vomit. I'm pretty sure I don't think I've ever tried to do that.
I'm thinking at a restaurant, because I can remember at least one time at a restaurant where my kid was in the little high chair that they give, and I could just see on his face something was going to happen, and me being next and just really quick like that. He didn't throw up, but I just remember that. But at home, I don't think I've ever tried to catch it in that way, but I see why people would. Yeah. I was just very like, let's get away from the carpet, let's get away from the couches,
like you just
pillows.
Pick this person up and you take them as quickly as you can to wherever they need to go. Yeah. Preferably the tub.
Right.
Because I need all of this to be in one space and just
Man, this moment is not for the faint of heart.
No.
Or dadding. For you dads out there too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some bad choices.
Okay. Should I go first?
You shall. I did last time.
Okay. Okay, this is a skip.
Okay.
I don't know why I felt the need to prove that.
Yeah, I was like, they can't see
it. Have you ever done a line off of a person's body?
No. I've never done a line ever.
Same.
Yeah, no desire.
I have had a desire, full disclaimer, but the type A, I don't even know if it's type A, but the worrier in me has never done it because I feel like it would be my luck that something bad would happen. Like I would be one of those people who's like allergic to it or have some stupid reaction or just be hooked, and then I'd be selling myself for $2 on the street corner, like that.
See, that's what I always think about. I don't even think about like me reacting to it weird. I don't think anybody's above addiction, and from what I've heard about like the way it makes you feel, like I don't. Yeah, it's just not even worth it to ever try it and then possibly want to try it again, and because that's how. Because you have a bad day and you're like, man, this really would take the edge off, and then next thing you know, that's how stuff you're starts. On the corner selling yourself for $2. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean. Just don't do that. I mean, each their own. Do what you gotta do, sis. Just read your question. Kids gotta eat, I guess. Yes, exactly. Have you ever fallen for a scam? I'm like not knowingly. Yeah, I don't. Like I've never done something and found out later that I got scammed out of money or anything. So no. I've clicked on a phishing email before. Yeah, I've clicked on those, so I might be a victim. But we'll see. Yeah, guys. I guess we'll find out, but not to my knowledge. Yeah. Would you rather be rich than happy? No, I'd rather be happy. Same. Yeah. And we've established money doesn't buy happiness. We have. Would you accept $500,000, but every Saturday for the rest of your life you had to work as a clown at kids' parties? Yeah. I knew you would be like, absolutely. Oh yeah, sign me up. That's easy. No. So be a clown? Every Saturday for the rest of your life? Didn't say for how long. What's an hour every Saturday? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I would. Oh yeah. Child, I'm trying to go on trips and stuff. I can't be coming back on Saturday because I gotta do my They didn't say that you were tethered to that place. You just had to go and do it at a kid's place, dress up. What's an intermission? You're like, okay, well, let me go ahead and do this clown shit, and then I'll meet you at the beach. I'll get $500,000 another way. No, thank you. There goes me being high maintenance, I guess. No, it's just you selling your feet. It's just you selling feet. I really need to look into that feet thing. He's like, I already got my bag. Have you ever had a drink thrown in your face? No, I haven't. Low key, I want to douse someone like that though. Like I just want a Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't know. A bitch could never. No, I've never had a drink thrown in my face. That is something, and then like hitting someone over the head with a bottle. Like it's just things that like I wouldn't do just to do them, but it's just you see someone else do it. I'm like, I wonder what it would feel like. Just probably feels good. Probably. For a second, I thought you were gonna say hitting somebody over the head with a frying pan. That's what I thought you were gonna say. Oh no. Oh, I don't know why. Gosh, no. Just like wow. No, dark. Like breaking a bottle over somebody's head, not killing them, but just it's like cracking a bottle on the counter of the bar, like, shut you bitch. Put one more hand on me. How funny would it be for you to see me do that though? Like die. If we were ever out, I think you would like be really shocked in the moment and then just die laughing afterwards. Like, bitch, you should have seen yourself. I'd probably propose. Probably get on one knee in the middle of the bar. That's hilarious. You hearing me, bitch? You're ride or die for real. That's hilarious. Have you ever? Well, I already know the answer to this. Have you ever role played in the bedroom? Oh, you said you know the answer? Yeah. Oh, how do you know? Were you there? Just joking. I think I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like if I know I've done it, like obviously he must have done it. He's like, I mean,
Okay. My turn. Let's just. Do you get paid too much for what you do?
No. Huh.
No.
Not enough at all.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I think most people are, I'm not going to say most people, because entertainment and all that aside, I think most people that are working class are underpaid for what they do.
I feel if you are really good at what you do, you're underpaid. It's like you could work.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like if you're doing this, I don't want to throw anything out there, but if you're doing an average, middle class, lower middle class job, and you are just average at your job, you probably are being paid fairly accurate to your level of input to this basic ass job.
Well, yeah, like that. You know what I meant by what I said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just kind of like elaborating.
Okay.
But if you're like really good at what you do, and you know that you are working a job where you're like, I could do so much better, you are not getting paid your worth.
Right. Yeah.
So I was about to grab a card. I'm gonna like sit on my hands.
Have you ever made a sex tape?
I plead the fifth. I will not incriminate myself. Have you ever been called a slut?
Have I ever? Yeah.
Been called a slut?
Yeah.
You've been called a slut?
Yeah.
Really?
People say shit when they're mad.
Oh, okay. But not like accurately been called a slut.
No.
For being a slut.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
I don't think I've ever been called a slut.
But just trying to win like a war of words type of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. They obviously didn't know you.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Because I just go out arguing with like random people. Have you ever hitchhiked?
No.
Yeah, no. I prefer to stay alive.
Yeah, seriously. In your lifetime, will you have intercourse with a robot?
No.
No?
No. Elon Musk, all of us are not that desperate.
Hey. You call this the shade room.
No, he's coming out with all these robots and stuff that like people are taking out on dates and shit like that.
They're very affordable, which I think says something. Like that should be a red flag.
What do you mean affordable? How much are they?
Like the what are those stupid cars? The ones you hate so much?
Oh,
the
those. Yes.
Like what are they, like 100,000 plus? But then you sell a whole robot for less than what your car is going for. Like, y'all need to be aware there's information being gathered, and what they're learning from these robots and your interactions with these robots is worth more to them, which is why they're making them so accessible.
Did you see that video of Kim K with the robot that she bought, the Tesla one? No, I'll have to show it to you.
What is it?
It's just her outside talking to the robot and it interacting with her.
I saw, what's his name? Kai something. He's like a Twitch YouTuber celebrity, whatever. Like he's super famous for doing like stuff, I don't know, gaming and whatever. I don't know, some shit. And he had one of those, and it kept coming up behind him while he was at the sink, and he was getting really like, hey, back up. And then the robot would back up, and then he turned around and he was kind of like suspicious of it, but he kept doing whatever he was doing. And then it kept coming up close to him, and he was getting really annoyed, like, you need to back up. And then it was like, I think he told it to go or something like that. And then it, like, as it was leaving, pulled off like a piece of string or something from his shirt. So the whole time it was trying to get this thing off of him, and he thought it was like coming up on him, like behind him.
Wow. And
like, yo, be careful.
That's wild.
Let these things in your house. The cell phones are enough.
That iRobot stuff is real. That Will Smith movie, I really think that could happen. Oh, and we aren't far from that at all.
No, we're not. Like, it probably could happen in our lifetime. It probably will happen in our lifetime.
It probably will.
Yeah. And then we'll be in the book of Eli and yada, yada, yada.
Crazy.
So, all right, besties. Well, thank you so much. As usual, like, subscribe, hit the bell, TikTok, all the things. And we will see you next week. Regular time, as usual. Thanks, besties.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You know, it's a slight pet peeve of mine on Reddit when like someone posts their question and then someone will reply, and then you see all these little side replies to that reply, but no one is actually answering the
yeah, they just have their own conversation.
I bet you the OP is like, fuck!
Yeah. And then they get notified every single time somebody posts something. Yeah, they're probably super annoyed.